Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to another season, the inaugural episode of this kicking off 2024. We got our first episode of Reality Hour. We are back. We are here to talk some American Idol. We had our first episode. It happened. Joining me, we have Eric. How you doing there?
I had fun, and that's what matters.
And we also have Grace. How you doing today, Grace?
I'm doing okay. The change in scenery, I got off work 20 minutes ago and didn't have time to get home. So I'm currently in the lobby of a very fancy hotel. So some brief headlines. These are mostly Dancing with the Stars related. But first of all, the show got renewed for a 33rd season. Adam and I need to discuss whether or not we'll be back, but we probably will.
They probably will.
Third placer, Ariana Madix, won the People's Choice Award for Reality Show Contestant of the Year. She beat out Sochi, who won the show. Charity, who was nominated for The Bachelorette, so she doesn't count, and a few other people that I've never heard of. And also back into girls that Adam likes, Nutsa from last season of Idol will be representing Georgia in Eurovision this year. Her song hasn't come out yet, but I know Adam is excited. And I kind of called it because I feel like I talked about it so much last year when she was on the show.
And then Australian Idol versus a contestant who has picked 3 god-awful songs so far in the competition, and I don't care because she's got the best voice I've heard on any of the shows in 5 years at least. And they don't post the videos internationally, so she has 0 chance of going viral, which really sucks. But
yeah, a lot of these shows don't do that. I'm happy to see the show back. News broke though that it's going to be Katy Perry's last year. I can't say I'm going to miss her, but I'm already kind of dreading the rumors and people throwing their names into the hat, which have already started. Jordan Sparks tweeted that she's interested, and I have no objections to that.
I think the other 2 are going to stay because we can't have nice things.
What are they going to spend that like $20 million on?
Hopefully a good judge. Some people have thrown out other alumni that they want to be judges. One of them was Adam Lambert, but for one thing, it's going to be a woman. It has to be. And 2, he's doing the voice in Australia.
If they get rid of all 3, they can.
If they get rid of all of them, yeah.
If they get rid of all of them, which would be what we really want them to do, yeah, then Anna could be a judge, and that'd be great.
Luke's will be a country singer.
I would be a great
kind of
American Idol judge.
Anyway,
I'm the mentor, but okay.
We have a little bit of a time limit because Grace has to catch a train. So how about we get into this week's contestants, shall we?
Who is up first? Who kicks us off?
Mackenzie Soul, TikToker.
Mackenzie Soul, TikToker. What do you guys think?
I thought his voice was good. The gimmicky pop star hair, I'm kind of starting to get over at this point. But he sang Bring It On Home to Me, and he did not have the soul the song requires. Every time I hear this song on these shows, I'm kind of brought back to Panda. And she had the soul for this song. The other guy who sang this song had the soul for this song. He didn't.
What did you think, Eric?
One of my favorites of the episode. Low bar. Low bar. But he was in my top 3 of the episode. Again, low bar. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was imagine I'm gonna try this out, and this is gonna not work. Imagine a baseball analogy. This is where we're going.
Think of an analogy. I can't. You can do it for me.
The guy steps up to the plate and he says he's a TikToker, and that's strike 1. And then it's he
This is
makes,
the loosest baseball analogy that I've ever heard of.
And then he says he makes prank videos. Strike 2. And then the ball is coming right to him, and he's getting ready to strike out, and he hits a solid double. That's how I would describe him. He was almost there, and then he ended up. It worked out.
They also had the mom fake out, which I am so oblivious to. He's yeah, my mom's not here, and all I'm thinking is, yes, she is.
Did y'all notice, by the way, this episode how much of a focus was on the mother, the grandmother, this person?
It was 100%.
In every person, it was they had
all about the stories.
No, it's because that's American Idol's demographic right there. Because that's the audience
No,
Tortoise.
it's because Ian went viral last year because he had a sad story. So they need to have every contestant have a story of some kind.
But yeah, I really liked Mackenzie. Like I said, he's a solid. If we're continuing the baseball metaphor, he had a solid double.
Okay, Tristan
Not
Harper.
a run, but still good.
All right. Tristan Harper, the one who I think out of this episode is going to go the farthest, not because I like him, but I know people. I personally wasn't a fan of his, but I know people are going to love him. He was leaked before the show started. He's already getting a lot of hype. I have friends who don't even watch the show who said they knew about him. So he's going to be one to watch for sure, but I'm not happy about it.
In this day and age, if anyone says that, that means something. With American Idol slowly,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's decent. His voice is somewhat dynamic, but yeah, I'm not excited about it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I agree with you guys. I think he's destined to go far in this competition,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of, his performances aren't really for me. I feel like it's a little played out. I've seen this kind of contestant a lot in the past. They usually make it deep. They make it either to second place, if not winning itself. But he's solid. You never know. I mean, you could say that we've had some surprising winners these past 2 years, so you never know.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Kennedy Reed.
Okay, because Alto Moon, he made it through, but he was montaged. Kennedy Reed, she did not look 23. She looked like she was 40.
Grace, that's mean.
Hey, I'm too old to audition now, so I can make these jokes.
What did you think?
Officially old. She sang the song well technically. I was just bored. I liked the second song better.
She got a voice. I mean, she's got a good voice, but it was so gimmicky. I didn't really care the whole audition setup of the old lady playing piano over her. Yeah, I just didn't care.
And the fact that she's a mortician.
Okay.
Yeah, she kind of fits into like there's different categories of American Idol auditions. There's like the outright joke contestants. There's the ones that are actually good, and the ones are like Eric mentioned, a gimmick in the show. It's to show off something weird or something different, or this kind of filled that trope for this episode a bit.
What,
it's
the
like
girl who puts makeup on dead people?
No, it's something like quirky, something a little bit different. I think that's really why her episode was highlighted, why she was selected to be here. Her voice is okay. It's solid, but it's really what people would come away from this performance thinking is that she's a mortician.
Okay. Maggie Iyer.
Yes. My first thought on this girl was she's really pretty. Her voice was good, but the low notes were just kind of out of her reach, so they kind of sounded like a whisper. I don't think she's ready, but she made it through, so what do I know?
What I wrote is that something about it felt underbaked to me.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was my thoughts too.
I thought she was solid. I didn't really remember her, if that, she kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit for me, but she made it through. She has another shot, but yeah, this one was kind of one of the...
I remembered was how pretty she was, and I don't know how many people that are going to be interested in the girl because she's pretty are. I don't even know how many of those people even watch this show anymore.
Correct.
You sound like J-Lo after a bad performance.
I'm tired. Give me a break.
Okay, Aji.
Yes. He works at a nursing home. His parents are from Pakistan. I liked his audition. I'm not sure if I'm going to like him later on. I just felt like he was just a little bit too laid back for my taste.
Probably my favorite of the episode, honestly. Not by a lot. He didn't sing the song nearly as well as Mara Justine did on The Voice last season.
We don't discuss that show.
What?
How did she do, by the way?
She came in third, but who cares?
Good for her.
Good for her for not winning.
She's done the trifecta. She's done.
Yeah. Anyway, but he still sounded pretty great. I like this tone. That's all I have to say. Nothing.
Yeah, he has a good voice, but I'm not sure if he's going to win me over later.
Probably not.
Yeah. Solid singer, in my opinion. Just not my favorite of the episode.
Okay. Blake.
Like, he used to be a football player, but the NFL, as we all know, stands for not for long.
Top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah.
I say top 3.
I do think he's going to win over a lot of people. I think some people are thinking that his football career is going to draw in a lot of crowds, but his football career was pretty much the same as an American Idol winner's career these days. So I don't think
short.
it's gonna... Yeah, although,
Yes,
his brother and his dad played in the NFL. His dad had a longer career than him and his brother put together.
Honestly, none of that matters. He's Jesus-y. He's a cute guy. He's got a decent voice. He's a white guy. He's gonna go very, very far with competition.
And his grandma was adorable.
Everyone's grandmother is adorable in this show, Grace.
I know. I know. But she was really just
Okay. Well, so yeah, he'll be here till I'm saying top 3. I could be top 5, but there's no way he's going home before then.
I think Glee has kind of desensitized me to the idea of football players who sing. That might be a personal problem.
But that's not why he's gonna go far.
Oh, I know.
Anyway.
All right. Michaela McCall. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Here I am, signed, sealed, delivered.
But
Here's
she
my thing.
just go ahead, Eric.
I want to see. Actually, Grace. We'll say at the same time. She sucked the energy out of the song, and her voice isn't good. And her voice isn't good enough for me to get over that.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, if I just wasn't that into the audition because she slowed the song down so much and just like sucked everything out of it, or because I'm kind of desensitized to the Stevie Wonder catalog because of American Idol at this point. Maybe both. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo what both of you said. I mean, if you wanted to kind of do this, I would have recommended a different song because this song kind of is the energy. Like once you take it away, it's kind of like a dead fish. Like it's, you've taken the life out of it. But she has a good voice, but
she does.
For the most questionable choices so far here.
Mm-hmm.
Odell Burton Jr., platinum ticket recipient for the episode.
I was starting to think they got rid of the platinum tickets, but here they are.
Unfortunately, they didn't.
They need the diamond hammer.
It's the bronze buzzer.
Oh, the bronze.
We've used both terms before, Grace. You're both correct about that. Anyway, he's in my top 3 of the episode. Again, still not mind-blowing, but clearly got a great voice.
Yeah, he's really good. When I forget which judge it was, I think it was Luke, but I think they all agreed, called him the best soul singer this year.
You can't say that on the first episode. That's not.
You also can't say it when there are other singers who I know are coming that are way better. But
because who is his competition at this point so far? It's Maggie. Is that his competition? Because yes, but come on.
Well, okay, for one thing, we don't know when this audition was filmed. They could have this could have been the last audition today for all we know. But also, like, is a soul singer really going to win this show? Because other than, like, they usually tend to, like, barely make top 10 and then they flounder out. I think the only exception I can think of in recent years was the late Willie Spence. He came in second, but, like, I don't think OBJ is going to go that far.
I like this guy. He's cool. Talented.
Oh, I like him.
I don't know how far he'll go, but I liked him. He was in my top 3 of the episode.
Good.
Yeah.
Jack Blocker.
I think he was the only one who sang an original of this episode.
Was it original?
He did sing an original.
Okay.
I kind of liked the song. I didn't really like his voice, but I know people will like him. But the whole thing about, like, Luke was the only one who said yes initially.
That was so beyond staged, it wasn't funny.
Oh, I know. Like, and then, like, Luke kind of just shamed Lionel into changing his mind. But, like, here's the thing, and, like, this might just be me being a giant asshole, but I feel like at this point, if you only get 2 yeses, you're not going to make it through Hollywood.
We'll get
Can I
down
go?
to the spoiler corner.
Can I go?
I mean, there have been a few exceptions. Like Taylor Hicks got 2 yeses and he won the show, but we don't discuss that either.
This guy's my winner pick.
Really?
Yep. I am planting my flag here. This is.
Wasn't he
You
the
know
only one
what?
who brought a guitar?
If they
Other
could
than
say that
Prince?
the other guy was the best soul singer on episode 1, this is what I'm doing here. So just throwing it out there.
Whatever.
You know what? I would be so underwhelmed by him winning.
That
You're
makes
probably
perfect
right.
sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Just like they have the whole narrative now about him, like how I can already picture him like in 3 months he's won the show and now he's being interviewed on TV. Can you believe that you almost got told no at your audition?
You were in a sing-off and you're still here. You're so great.
It is all luck. It is all because of Lionel Richie. He stuck his neck out for you.
It was really because of Luke. Just
Come on,
shaming
Eric.
Lionel.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't because the show has done nothing but disappoint me for the past 6 years. So I can't tell you you're wrong. I'm telling you should be wrong. but
Come on,
you
this is
won't
American
be
Idol,
wrong.
Eric. Nothing makes sense on this show.
Mhm. But at least we had fun. McKenna.
But at least we had fun. That's the episode title.
Our last audition, and of course it was the story of the night. I know you guys don't watch stories, so McKenna was adopted by a family that apparently doesn't have any musical talent, but I was born into a family that doesn't have any musical talent, so that doesn't mean anything. Her biological mother was a musician who unfortunately is no longer with us. And she's kind of talked to her birth family recently. They all sang. And then at the end of the audition, because like they never met in person, allegedly, they'd only just like FaceTimed and whatnot. Some of the birth family were there. So it was just this whole like stage nonsense.
It's kind of messed up, though, in my opinion. You know, like she would, you know, to spring that on someone.
Oh, 100%. I mean, this was their we need another EM viral audition moment where something really sad happening. That's what this
I
was.
don't know if this was
Seems
really
kind of
sad. I think
manipulative.
This I think was meant to be more of a feel-good moment than a sad one.
Okay, regardless.
I didn't love the audition. I liked her mom's song better than the Zach Williams and Dolly Parton song, but if people latched onto Megan Danielle last season, they'll probably latch onto her because they're in the same demographic.
Yep. And just like Megan Danielle, she's decent, but I have zero interest in her as a performer or as a singer, so she'll probably go very, very far.
Yeah. Just so used to disappointment.
Second favorite.
we'll get-
No, number one favorite of the night for me.
I was gonna say, this
Yes.
is your piano girl, isn't it?
This is my piano girl.
God,
There's always one season.
if she's your favorite, we've gotten to such low standards on this show.
This was a rough episode, Eric. What do you want from me?
It was.
Do you want to be paid with an avocado?
You know what I want to do? I really, really, really want to say thanks to everybody and go to the spoiler corner because because when we get to that part, that's when I'm gonna have my freaking thoughts. Can we do that?
I like her. I wish it was a little, you know, she kind of laid off the religious stuff, but you know, I feel
Well, that's who
she's
she
got a
is.
solid voice.
You've got to be like, I'm with Eric. You got to be true to yourself, and people love
I mean,
that
it's
on
who
this
she
show.
is. I mean,
Go
I'm
for
not
McKenna.
gonna,
She
I'm not
loves
gonna
Jesus.
ever pay to see her or listen to her music. But if that's what she wants to do after the show, she should just be upfront about it. Is how I look at it.
I like her, but she has like cut. Oh my god, what was her name from last year? The piano girl that I liked who got cut.
Kyra?
Kyra? She reminds me of Kyra, which means she'll probably get cut like in the 24 to 16. You know, or
Anyway,
whatever.
okay. Can we just spoiler corner now? Because I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay,
Let's
let's
go.
do spoiler corner.
But first, you can find us on Threads. Have links in the description. If you don't want to be spoiled, see you next week. You have 3, 2, 1. A third of the top 24 within this fucking episode.
So only 2 people from this episode didn't make it out of the 10.
Out of the 10 we talked to, 8 of them are in the top 24.
Who
Holy
didn't make it?
fucking shit.
So it was Michaela and Maggie that didn't make it. Everyone else did.
Yes.
Okay.
So
we go up from
who's
here?
y'all's favorite?
What?
My favorite was probably OBJ, but not by a lot.
I mean, I will just say that we'll get to her later in the season when her audition aired and she's inevitably cut. Oh, and we know she gets cut. But when Scarlett Lee performs on this season of American Idol, and she gets cut, and all 8 of the people who made it through this episode put together times 5 are not nearly as good as she was on X Factor. Like, not even in the same universe. What the fuck are we doing here? What?
Are we sure it's the same Scarlett Lee?
It is the same Scarlett Lee.
Oh boy. This is going to be a very fun episode when she doesn't make it.
When she gets cut, I am going to literally. I mean, we know she gets cut, so
Maybe she messed up. Maybe she had a bad
Maybe they're
performance.
not going to.
she could have taken a dump on the stage, and she would have deserved to make it over half of these people based on her level of talent overall.
What if they don't show her?
Genuinely. What?
Was she in
What
my
if they,
draft?
What if they don't show her? Oh, they're showing her because they've shown her face in like several promos.
I'm just excited for McKenna.
Okay.
I'm glad you're excited for someone who's probably gonna do okay, and then voice music that I have no interest in whatsoever. But and then you'll have no interest in whatsoever, to be completely transparent as well. But
I mean, I don't watch. I've said this before. I watch the show for the show. I don't, the list of contestants that I follow
I will
after.
say,
I can probably count on my hand.
I have no idea why you're still doing this podcast if you watch the show for the show, because the show really fucking sucks lately.
I do because I like talking with you guys, and I like the banter. That's why.
Okay,
But seriously, the people I follow afterwards is like Maddie, Jax, Katie, Gina, Irene.
short list.
Since we're talking spoilers, like of the list of contestants that made it, do you have a general favorite so far?
I mean, from what I know, I don't really is the thing. I don't really. I mean, there were 2 people I was looking forward to going into this season who I'd seen on previous shows, and both of them got cut before the top 24.
We have an AGT alumni from like when Eric and I were still doing like in the old MJ's day when I was like doing the weekly updates.
Yes. Quintavious. That'll be interesting to see how he's.
I'm excited for him.
I'm
hyped.
excited for him. I'm excited for Jana Brown as well.
How old is he now? He was like 12. He's got to be like 25.
Yeah, whatever. Jana is going to be great. Haley
was on last year,
was
too.
very good.
Did we have any returnees making it?
Jana Brown.
Nobody from this
Anyway.
episode that I can think of.
I feel like ABC Idol kind of like did away with returning contestants.
ABC Idol kind of did away with being a good
Fun. Oh God, Eric.
What can you do?
Bye, everybody. We will see
night.
you all next
Next
week.
week. Bye.
Wear your seatbelt.